this is Justin. Welcome to my channel, Economics for Today and Tomorrow. Today I want to share about taxation. Taxation is that process of assessing, of collecting, and administration of tax. In this case, a tax is a compulsory payment made to the government regardless of services rendered. Does everybody pay tax? Some people do not pay tax. The revenue authorities consider what we call a taxable income. A taxable income is the income that is subject to tax. Does everybody have the capacity to pay tax? Not everybody does. And that's why we have a taxable capacity. A taxable capacity is the ability of a taxpayer to pay the tax assessed on him or her. And that person remains living a life that they are accustomed to. There are some features of a good tax. One, a good tax should be certain. People should know about the tax. They should know when to pay the tax rate, and how they can pay the tax. Number two, a good tax should be cheap. The cost of collection should be lower than the revenue realized. Number three, a good tax should be convenient. A person can pay this tax at the convenience of their home or at the time that they have the money. A good tax should be comprehensive. It should cover a wide tax base. A good tax should be productive. Once people are taxed, they should be able to continue investing. A good tax should be simple for people to understand, to know about the tax, about the rate, and all the details that may entail in the tax. A good tax should be equitable. If people are falling under the same bracket or earning the same income, they should pay the same tax. Taxation has roles. Some of the roles of taxation include the following. It controls monopoly. This occurs if the tax is specific and it reduces the profits of monopolists. It controls inflation. If inflation is coming from increased aggregate demand, a taxation of people's income reduces the purchasing power and therefore controlling inflation. It encourages development of infant industries. If we have a high import duty on goods that are also produced within the industries in a country, then the high import duty helps to protect the infant industries. It reduces income inequality. Whenever the tax is progressive in nature, where the rich pay a high tax rate and the poor pay a lower tax rate, it controls income inequality. It raises revenue. Taxation is one of the ways used by government to raise revenue. And that is why taxes are either direct, that means on people's incomes or profits of farms, or indirect. It means the taxes are on goods or services. Taxation also helps to control dumping. That is through charging high import duties so that goods are not dumped into our own country. It also influences allocation of resources. Whenever government wants a certain area to have more investment, it levies either a law or no tax. And whenever government wants to discourage investment in a certain area, it levies a high tax. Taxation, however, has disadvantages or negative roles. One, it discourages investment because it increases the cost of production, making the investors to earn less profit. Number two, if it is a regressive tax, it leads to income inequality because the poor in many countries, by the nature of their tax systems, the poor pay a high tax rate as compared to the rich, When this is the case, then taxation leads to income inequality. It reduces people's welfare because taxation reduces the disposable income of people. And when they buy few goods and services, then their welfare reduces. Taxation leads to resentment of the public to the government. The public tends to resent governments, especially if they charge them regressive taxes. Much as taxation can be good, it is worth noting that taxation has disadvantages, including misallocation of resources. Citizens choose to allocate resources to areas that are charged either little or no tax. Tax, however, can develop a country. That is all I could share.